What's up, everybody? Ryan DVD Collector 23 here with another video. We have a live stream. So yeah, away. Hello. Have any questions? Go right ahead. Ask away. Hit that like button. Have any questions? Give this video a like if you like this video. I got some new pay-per-views. I got two new ones here. We got Money in the Bank 2018 and SummerSlam 2018. So yeah. Gonna be rewatching these. These do need to be rewatched. They really do. Because I criticized them and crapped all over the pay-per-view. Except for SummerSlam, which had one good match. I gotta rewatch. The other one is Seth Rollins and Seth Rollins with Dean Ambrose against Drew McIntyre. Well, not Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre. You know, would get IC title match. Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins, which was a great match, my favorite match that started the show. McIntyre and Ambrose at ringside for both of each other. It's when Ambrose made his return. This one is known for Roman winning the title. Who gives a crap? I don't. This is when Kevin Owens gets absolutely buried in 1 minute and 50 seconds. It's sad. Ronda and Alexa's on here. Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin, but we get the Demon, which is really nice. Elias. He didn't even have a match, actually. I don't even know why he's on here. Carmella. When Becky turned heel, that's what that match is known for. Daniel Bryan and The Miz. Charlotte and Becky and Carmella. And even there's Nakamura on here with Jeff Hardy. It's got all the matches, really. You actually get the cruiserweights. You get the Drew Gulak match and Cedric Alexander. Right. Right there. We have Lana's on here with that mixed tag match with Almas and Vega and with Rusev. New Day's on here with Bludgeon Brothers, The Revival and the B Team. That was a terrible match. Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. And Ronda and Alexa Bliss. So you got your superstars on there. The Money in the Bank was before that. I don't have Extreme Rules and I don't plan on getting it because it sucks. But we have the two men's Money in the Bank and Ronda versus Nia. So this had the men's match, which had Ember Moon, Lana, because it has them on here. Natalya, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, who wins obviously. Sasha Banks, Naomi, and Charlotte. Then we had Ronda and Nia Jax for All Championship. Then Alexa Bliss cashes in because Ronda doesn't win. Then we had the men's match Because I want to rewatch the women's. I know the men's match was okay, but Braun Strowman winning, which didn't make any sense when he could have gave it to any of these superstars that I'm about to name: Finn Balor, Bobby Roode, The Miz, Samoa Joe, Kofi Kingston, Kevin Owens, and Rusev. Probably not Kofi Kingston. Well, yeah. But they also had Big E and Xavier Woods on here, but they weren't even in the match, really. They weren't involved. Carmella and Asuka, terrible match. Roman and Jinder Mahal, terrible match. Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley, another terrible match. But we had a really good ending to AJ Nakamura last man standing match that I actually enjoyed. I think and Gallows and Anderson on the kickoff show against the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles. It looks like it's a dark green. It looks like it's a lime green, but it's actually really dark. No trading card. This is from Amazon. Yeah, so that here they all are. So I'll go through them. We got Royal Rumble with Kelly's signature. We have Elimination Chamber and Fastlane. WrestleMania 34, which is on. I got it on FYE. It was on sale on $19.99 instead of $25, $24.99. I was not gonna pay that. The Greatest Royal Rumble, which I showed in my video. Backlash, which I also showed, which is not a really good pay-per-view. The only good match, of course, Seth Rollins and The Miz, because Seth Rollins puts on great matches, and so does The Miz. The new one I just showed you and went in depth with, Money in the Bank 2018, has been added. SummerSlam 2018, these two are brand new, added the last 2 days. And Evolution. Yeah, so Evolution, I showed in that video. But that's the order the pay-per-views go in. Money in the Bank and then Extreme Rules, but I'm skipping that entirely because it's just a terrible pay-per-view. Except Rusev and AJ was good, but I'm still not going to buy it. And this goes to August, then October, so we have a little gap here. I just got to get Super Showdown, which I'm going to get anyway. Because I really want to rewatch the pay-per-views from last year. Hell in a Cell, Survivor Series, and TLC. The last 3 matches on TLC were actually really good. And the Cruiserweight matches look good. I'm really bummed that the Cruiserweights are on the kickoff show, and yeah. Survivor Series, I need to rewatch it. I hated it, but yeah. Ronda and Charlotte was actually really good. I also but Extreme Rules is out of the question. God awful, no good matches. Decent Rusev and AJ match. That was really it. Other matches, completely trash. Almost and Sin Cara kickoff show. Nope, thanks. No, thank you. And Crown Jewel, which hasn't got a release, but you know how I feel about that. I've already did it, and if you guys haven't checked out that video, it's called Crown Jewel Rant. Because other people were doing it, and I did it for 5 minutes, 52 seconds of completely trashing the pay-per-view. And I did a quick live stream, Crown Jewel Sucks, which got a lot of views because everyone agreed with me. And even Trevor, aka Finn Oh No, on a YouTube channel. We both agreed that Crown Jewel is the worst pay-per-view last year of 2018. Period. I mean, my God. So I'm not gonna go in depth on that pay-per-view on this live stream because this will just turn into another Crown Jewel Part 2 rant video. So let's see if we got any people on. How's everyone doing? We have had Elias turn heel at the Rumble. Dean Ambrose is leaving. I made a video on that. If you haven't seen it, guys, go check it out. I didn't know this, but Hideo Itami is leaving, and they have released him. He has a 90 days no compete clause, and then he'll be released. Ambrose is not resigning. He already said it. He is gonna be gone. John Goodman, I think his name. Jonathan Goodman. I think that's his name. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he's leaving because his character, he didn't like the story that they were going with Nia, which I don't freaking blame him. And they said he gave him a notice during before the Royal Rumble or something. So yeah. No wonder he wants to be. No wonder he wants to go, and he is going to be gone in April after WrestleMania, because that's when his contract expires. They gave him a 5-year deal. He didn't want to do it. Ambrose is gonna be leaving, which is sad, but good, because they're not gonna use him anyway. I mean, if we were being honest to God, he missed the Royal Rumble last year. He missed Elimination Chamber. He missed WrestleMania, which is huge. He missed Crown Jewel, God no. Greatest Royal Rumble. He missed Backlash and Money in the Bank, but then came back at SummerSlam, and he didn't come back at Extreme Rules either, and then Evolution, of course, was a women's pay-per-view. Was he at Crown Jewel? No, he wasn't at Crown Jewel because he didn't qualify. Their Super Showdown. So he had a rough year this year. He turned heel, which in the beginning was good, and then it fell flat with the gas mask segment and the germs. I don't blame him. That's a stupid storyline. Yeah, so I really don't blame him. He'll do better without them, if we're being freaking honest. Ridiculous. So yeah, he had a rough 2018. I mean, he was out for almost the entire year last year. He had a rough last year, because I'm still thinking it's 2018, but it's 2019. Still getting used to saying that. And no wonder he wants to leave, because the pay-per-view, the Royal Rumble, my favorite event, they completely killed. So the Royal Rumble last year is still the best Royal Rumble. The men's and the women's were better, with even the old-timers. Wait, I want to... No, actually no. I thought the women's Rumble was good. Not the men's. The men's, my God, the men's Royal Rumble. Terrible. I actually noticed, Wrestling Days said, that Kurt Angle wasn't actually going to be in the Royal Rumble. It was actually going to go to Zack Ryder, which I would have rather seen than Kurt Angle. Can't even wrestle anymore. I mean, my God. I was really bummed. Raw was just, I was just had like it all in all of what they did the night after Royal Rumble. You had Tamina and Nia beat Alexa and Mickie James. Great way for Alexa Bliss to try to get momentum after being out for so long. So I'm just, I have a hole in my pants. Obviously. It's ridiculous. It's just embarrassing. There goes Mustafa Ali's career when he got eliminated by a man. A woman, I mean. What the frick am I saying? What was it? The frickin', yeah, the men's match was terrible. No way, Jose. Frick you. He's terrible. I can't freaking stand him. Stupid Congo line. SmackDown last night was really a bummer, and we didn't have any good matches. We had frickin' Rusev turn heel, um, and Nakamura help each other. R-Truth wins the U.S. title. Hot potato that title. We have Rusev and Nakamura both lose to R-Truth. Yeah, so it confuses me. You give him the title and then you make him lose it. You give it to Nakamura and then you give it to R-Truth. That makes sense. Yeah. Miz and Shane Man with their freaking god awful promo. But you have the only thing that good came out of the show was the Usos are gonna beat the freaking Miz and Shane Man. And it's probably gonna lead to a feud of Mania, which I don't care to see. Not interested. Really not interested. Even what other people say. I really don't want to see that. It's boring. It's kind of like AJ and Shane all over again. That matchup was better. Because that's when AJ was a heel 2 years ago. And yeah. Because I've been watching wrestling, I'm pretty sure, yeah, since 2009, but I rewatched all the old pay-per-views. Or maybe 2007, it might have been then. I don't know, because Blockbuster was still open. I was buying the old pay-per-views when they were... I rented all the old 2007 pay-per-views. So maybe then, but I've been I've been a big wrestling fan. I always loved the product or whatever, the promotion of WWE. Until now, I didn't, I haven't really noticed it. Maybe I want to say 2016. No, I want to say 2017. 2 years ago is when it went downhill for me because you had that Roman and Taker match, which pissed me off, and you had Roman go over, which is just annoying me. That still bothers me to that day, till this day. You had that's when they were like Roman was winning a lot, but that's when I started to hate him after he eliminated the Undertaker. I freaking hated him. He went into that Strowman feud. That's when Strowman was good. Now he's just old act, really. 18 minutes. Leave some questions. I mean, all of last year's pay-per-views, and I didn't like a lot of them. I thought a lot of them sucked, really. If I'm being honest. Yeah, they weren't intriguing to me. Didn't really care for any of their matches last year because you had fricking Jinder Mahal as our WWE champion when they fricking killed Nakamura and Orton to that. They made Jinder Mahal beat Nakamura twice and Orton 3 times. Remember that? I sure don't. There was not a lot of good pay-per-views last year. 2 years ago, but then last year, well, the ones that I watched, because I'm gonna rewatch them, but I watched them all. I think Royal Rumble was a good show. Let me see. Elimination Chamber wasn't that good. I thought Fastlane was okay. WrestleMania I actually really enjoyed, but then as I started to rewatch it, it kind of got stupid. But I like it. That's when Nakamura's career goes downhill. They turn him heel. They have both. It's just odd to me. They have both Japanese superstars, Nakamura and Asuka, win the Rumble, and they both lose to AJ and Charlotte because they're like undefeated. You can't just beat them. Not undefeated, but they're like untouchable. You cannot. They should have just put the title on when they had freaking Jinder Mahal, but they didn't. Greatest Royal Rumble, I liked it. Not the burial of Rusev, though. If I rewatch it, I'm probably not good. Roman and Brock sucked. Backlash was god awful. Orton and Jeff was middle, kind of maybe. Big Cass and Dana Bryan, not really. Wasn't into that feud. Seth and Miz was the only good match I like to rewatch a lot. Money in the Bank, I remember all. I thought it was okay. Braun Strowman winning, I didn't agree with. You had the Mixed Match Challenge people win. Team Little Big, Bliss, and Strowman. Which you should have gave it to, like, Becky or, like, Sasha Banks or Ember Moon. Catapult their career. Alexa Bliss didn't really need it. I thought that period was good. SummerSlam, I absolutely hated it, except for, actually, I didn't hate it. I love the match. Is my favorite. It's Seth and Dolph Ziggler. They have great matches. AJ and Samoa Joe was good. Nakamura and Jeff Hardy was good. It was okay. Miz and Daniel Bryan, if I rewatch it, it's probably good. Ronda and Alexa Bliss, god awful. Triple Threat, Carmella, Charlotte, and Becky, terrible. It was actually good, but I like it when Charlotte gets beat up. And heel turn Becky, now she's so over with the fans. Cedric Alexander and Drew Gulak, I gotta rewatch that. It's probably okay. New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers, I gotta rewatch that one too, because, yeah, that's when Eric Rowan starts to get injured, and then they lose on SmackDown. No, they don't win. New Day doesn't win here. Bludgeon Brothers retain. No, New Day wins, but not the belts. Then they had a SmackDown Live match. They lose it because Eric Rowan had an injury during SummerSlam, so they kept the titles and then lost them on SmackDown next 2 nights ago. Next night over Raw or whatever. Revival and the B Team, god awful. The B Team needs to be fired. And people wanted them at the Royal Rumble. I don't freaking want them. Revival lost. That was a terrible match. Lana and Rusev, terrible match with Andrade and Selena Vega, because they should almost should have been on not the pre-show. That's what no one was in there. Corbin and Finn Balor, it was a squash match. Only thing good out of that was Demon King. And I despised Braun Strowman burying Kevin Owens in 1 minute and 50 seconds. Despise it. So this year, Evolution.